Hi everyone, let's look at the development environments that we can use while developing our Python programs. As you already know, we have installed Python 3.5 version to our computer in our previous lessons. And Python idle program came in with 3.5 version of Python. Let's open the idle program again if you wish. I'm coming here and opening my idle program. As you can see, Python idle program has opened. Now I can write my Python code directly as I want it to work here. In addition, I can run my Python codes here by opening a new file in here and writing our Python codes within this file. For example, I want to create a file from File menu. I'm coming to the File menu and clicking on the new file. As you can see, a new blank Python file is opened for me. Then I want to write hello world in it. So I'm writing print hello world. When I wrote this, now there is one Python program that I wrote in this file. And then I'm saving this file. I'm clicking on Ctrl+S button and I'm writing my program.py extension to specify this is a Python program and clicking on Save button. As you can see, our Python program is saved on my desktop, as you can see. When we saved it, we can run this file directly from here. We have already learned these in our previous lessons, as you know. But while writing our Python programs, we can also write them with using some development environments. To do that, first we are going to see PyCharm IDE. PyCharm IDE is one of the most frequently used programs while developing your Python programs. It is one of the most common development environments, but this program that is a little heavy, so that is a slow running program. Thus, this program may work slowly while working on some computers, and creating projects running Python codes can be slower sometimes. But I still want to show you that because in the future, since you will be a professional Python developer, I think that will be very useful for you to learn to work with qualified developing programs in the future. And in our next lessons, we will try to write some coding exercises with using PyCharm IDE. First of all, how can we download PyCharm? Let's look at if you want. I'm closing this window. I'm opening my browser and after that I write PyCharm into here. When we write this, we can see the PyCharm's official website. Let's click on this if you wish. As you can see, the official PyCharm website is opened. And now we can start to download PyCharm IDE. As you can see in here, there is a download now button in here. So I'm clicking on it. And after that, let's begin to our download process. As you can see in here, there are two PyCharm versions in here. One of them is professional, the other one is community version. This version is paid, but this version is free. So we will download this one. We will not download the professional edition. So I'm clicking on the download button in here. As you can see, our download has started. So in here, I'm pausing the video until it's completed. And yes, our setup.exe file has downloaded successfully. So let's start to install PyCharm by clicking on this downloaded exe file. I'm coming in here and I'm double clicking on it As you can see, PyCharm setup screen is opened, and I'm clicking on the next button. It's asking to me where to install PyCharm. I want to install the default location, so I do not make any changes to the default location, and I will continue to installation by clicking on next button. And there are some checkboxes and options on my screen, as you can see. First of all, in order to run PyCharm IDE, we need to download and install Java Runtime environment. So I'm checking on this download and install Java Runtime option. After that, it's asking me want to create a desktop icon, and there are two options in here, as you can see, 32-bit or 64-bit launcher. But I'm selecting 32-bit launcher because in some computers may get an error when you choose 64-bit launcher sometimes. So I'm checking 32-bit option, and after that I'm checking the create association with py extension files, and I'm clicking on the next button. Let's go ahead and we start to our installation. So I'm clicking on install button and starting to our installation. In here again, this operation may take some time, so I'm pausing the video until the installation is finished. We are going to continue when the installation is completed. And yes, the installation has accomplished successfully, as you can see. I'm closing this window by clicking on Finish button. And now, let's try to start PyCharm IDE. So I'm double clicking on this PyCharm desktop icon. But I want to mention about something. PyCharm is a slow opening program in some computers. Actually, it depends on your capacities of your computer. So you may need to wait for a while when you first run this program. In here I am saying do not import settings and just click on the OK. As you can see, our PyCharm program is opened and I'm clicking OK or skip, whatever you want. I'm using the recommended options in here, so I'm clicking OK. As you can see, it's opened a welcome screen in here, and we can create a new project or open an existing project in here. So I'm saying create new project. If you noticed, as you can see, there seems Python 3.5 Python exe as the interpreter. So the Python codes, Python files in this file will work with Python 3.5.2 version. I'm creating first project in here. And I'm clicking on the create button. As you can see, our graphical user interface is opened. I'm clicking on the close button. As you can see, our program is opened. And as you can see, our project is created. It's written in here. We have created a project named first project under the PyCharm projects folder location. In here, let's create a Python file under this project file. So I'm right clicking on the first project and clicking on a Python file. And now it's asking me a file for that I've created Python file. Now I'm giving a name to this file and I want to write the name first project again. And I'm clicking on OK. I can write any Python code that I want to this Python file and run it through PyCharm directly from here. Let's write something to here. For example, I write print Ömer, which is my name, What am I supposed to do? Run this file in here. In order to run it, we will hover upon the file and right click on the file. And then I'm clicking on the Run First project. When we run this file, our code is executed and the output screen has showed up, as you can see. And it is printed Ömer on the screen as output, as you can see. Or we can run this file from here. I'm coming to the Run menu at Toolbar. We can run from here by clicking on this Run First project, or we can press Shift plus F10 key combination. I'm clicking on it. As you can see, our program worked again. This is how PyCharm is used basically. So we will use PyCharm for our some coding exercises throughout our course, and we can use PyCharm where we need it. And as you can see, the PyCharm's main window divided into several logical areas. Let's overview the main window feature quickly. This area can be called Project View, and in here we can see that our project files are listed hierarchically. And when we come to the here, this area can be called Editor on the right side, where you actually write your code. Another program. It has tabs for easy navigation between open files. Navigation bar above the editor additionally allows you to quickly run and debug your application. And left gutter, the vertical stripe next to the editor, shows the breakpoints you have and provides a convenient way to navigate through the code hierarchy, like going to definition declaration. It also shows line numbers and per line. Right gutter on the right side of the editor. PyCharm constantly monitors the quality of your code and always shows the results of its code inspections in the right gutter, errors, warnings, etc. The indicator in the top right hand corner shows the overall status of code inspections for entire file. And the status bar indicates the status of your project and the entire IDE, and shows various warnings and information messages like file encoding, line separator, inspection, etc. So these are the main sections for PyCharm IDE. You will discover more features as long as you use PyCharm in the course of time. This is how PyCharm can be used in our programs basically. So we will use PyCharm for our some coding exercises, and we can use PyCharm where we need it. Now let's look at some another editors that we can use while writing our Python codes. So I'm closing this. I'm clicking on exit button. And I'm opening my Chrome web browser. And writing Notepad++. When I search it, here it is appeared Notepad++ website. So I'm clicking on it. When I click this, it is opened Notepad++ websites. And I can download from the download links. You can download from here. Which operating system do you use? It's very easy to download, so I will not show the installation for not wasting your time. I have already installed Notepad++ in my computer, so you can download install Notepad++ from here easily into your computer. Generally, Notepad++ is frequently used by web developers, but we can write our Python codes as well. So I want to show you a simple demo. So I'm closing this. And let's try to write this first program Python file in Notepad. So I'm right-clicking on this file and clicking on the Edit with Notepad++. When I click to this, we can see that my Python file is opened in the Notepad++ editor. If you noticed, print keyword is highlighted with the blue color, and when we write another keywords, for example for or while, which we are going to see in our upcoming lectures, these keywords will be automatically colored. So we write our Python programs clearly. As you can see, that's easy to use Notepad++. This is very easy to use, so I'm closing it. If you want to write your Python code with Notepad++, you can easily use it. So this is the end of this lesson. In our next lesson, we are going to see how to install Sublime Text Editor and how we can set up this editor as a Python development environment. So that's all for now for this lesson. See you in our next lesson.